sounds good.
It's over off the kind of just south of all the
Okay. Alright. Alright, thanks, Red. Bye.
and from the host team McKinney by a score of 10-3. A couple of left-handed pitchers ended up with the wins. We'll see another left-hander later today. And right now, the Scots get ready to take on the Sachse Mustangs. Let me quickly run around the Mustangs defense. On the left, it'll be Creel, Godfrey in center, Avery in right. Third baseman is Bevilacqua. Ponce is the shortstop. Willis at second. Harper is at first. The catcher is Marcellus, and Arms, A-R-M-E-S. I think it's Arms, might be Armis. He is going to pitch for the Mustangs. And the lineup for your Highland Park Scots: Braden Jurovic will lead off. He's the center fielder. Jack Truitt second. Bailey's going to pitch. Let me quickly go through this. Curtis at first, Rich in right, Brimage the DH, McConnon left, Shearer the catcher, Gamster the shortstop. We get ready now for the first pitch. And Arms kicks and delivers high. Ball one to Jurovic. Jurovic steady on defense yesterday in center field. The Mustangs are playing a little disheartened baseball right now. They're just a few minutes walked off by a 3-run home run from the host Rock Hill Blue Hawks. The Blue Hawks winning that game 8-5 after the Mustangs had hit a 2-run home run to tie the score at 5 a couple innings earlier. And I would anticipate seeing a couple more home runs today. This park isn't that big, 300 down the lines, 360 to center. Another foul off from Jurovic, a ball and 2 strikes. Towards the power pole, I guess that's a light pole in left center, is going to get a good advantage. We saw 2 balls. Be a ball and a strike now. Coach Yoder not too heavy with the signs right now. Not a lot going on early in the ball game. Let's see how this thing plays out. Line drive into the gap, drops down in front of the right fielder. Bailey chugging for 2. That's a hustling double there. Off the bat, he was running out of the box. I thought the ball might have been in the gap on the way to the wall, but it took a bounce that seemed to slow its momentum. The right fielder got it, and we got a stand-up double for Bailey. Runners now on second and third, and that'll bring up Curtis. Runners second and third. Curtis checks with Coach Yoder to see what's going on. Arms steps off. Ball outside. Come on, Jack. Sure, Jack is looking for a fastball here to drive towards those blowing flags in the outfield. And they're not going to give him one in the zone. 2-0. Foul ball off the screen. Don't know if I set the stage for you very well. Today I'm Rob Davis. My cameraman today is Tyler Presley. And we're here for Game On Sports. Glad you're watching. Got some time and another ball game, so if you want to make the drive up Coit Road to come to Rock Hill High School, we'd love to have you. Stop by and say hi, introduce yourself. I've met a couple of the parents. Would like to meet all of you. 2-2 now to Curtis. Puts Weather's a lot different today than it was yesterday. Don't think you could have drawn up a better day yesterday. Today's overcast, a little cool. Ball outside. Pretty well ballpark, just kind of small, I would think, for high school. But what do I know? The 0-1 to Rich. Swings through it. 0-2. Bailey and True not getting excessive leads. Just kind of waiting for Rich to put one in play so they can come and touch home. Swings and misses. Strike 3. And that will retire the side. No runs, there were 2 hits. And after a half an inning, we have no score. You're watching Highland Park Baseball on Game On Sports. And with a throw down to second, we're ready to go. In the bottom of the first, Jet Creel will lead it off for the Mustangs. Ben Bailey on the mound. This is an odd game. We don't have any music. We don't have a PA announcer. Nothing but me and Tina up here to battle each other. Yeah. No, you're good. You're good. First pitch from Bailey. Popped up. Probably going to get out of play, and it does. Just on top of the dugout of the Scots. 0-1. Yeah, if you're coming up this way, bring a jacket and be prepared to hike. It's a good little walk from the parking lot. Foul ball down the right field line. Had some good depth to it, just way off in the wrong direction.
You got a battle, kids.
Bailey played third base both games yesterday. Starting on the mound today. A little high. Jet Pryor's filling in for him at third base. The 1-2 ground ball towards second. True. The play flips to Curtis, one down. That'll bring up Hudgens. Michael Hudgens, the DH. I'm filling in my lineup card as we go here. Bailey from the wind. Little inside for a ball. Ooh, just at his feet, just missed him. That'll be ball two. Gonna get the strike call on the outside corner. 2-1. Ground ball, gonna go foul towards first. The 2-2. That's going to be a called strike three. 2 down. Not exactly sure what he was looking for. That looked like a really nice pitch. That will bring up Ponce, the shortstop. Just down. That'd be a ball. That's going to be a called strike. 1-1. Called strike. 1-2 now. Bailey looking for a nice clean sheet in the first inning. Economical with his pitches so far. Just misses with that one. Everybody in the field except Bailey was moving towards the dugout thinking that was going to be strike three. The 2-2. Squibbed off the bat towards left for a base hit. Ponce is on with 2 outs. Didn't hit it hard, but put it in the right spot. That brings up Harper, the first baseman. I'm sorry, Harper Howard, the first baseman. Bailey now from the stretch. Ground ball to short. Gamster. Easy play to True at second. And that'll do it for the Mustangs in the first. And after 1 inning, there is no score. Want to remind you, you can find GameOn Sports on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Make sure you click on the right one because there's hundreds of Game On Sports out there, but find the one that you're looking for and follow us on all your favorite social media spots. After one inning, no score between the Mustangs and the Scots. We'll be right back on Game On Sports.
This inning sponsored to you by Chips. As Gamster's, they own Chips restaurants.
Oh, really? Okay.
What's it called? Chips. So it's right by home, by Highland Park. So you're like, okay, so if someone hits a home run, everyone goes to Chips for free burgers.
I'll just try this place out.
Let me know if that works out.
I'll be at Highlander on Saturday, so.
Yeah, that's right.
What's it?
Chips. So it's like so you know where Highlander Stadium is. So there's levers right there. So you go all the way over to about the tollway. It's right on the corner.
Oh, okay.
So it's kind of like a neon type thing. And they're a hamburger joint. You walk in, it's kind of you order from the counter, and they'll bring it to you. So, yeah, be like, GameOn, owe me a dinner.
I'll have to look into it.
Like Grant said. So we have Trey Bridge up to that.
Starting off the second inning, the Mustangs and the Scots in the Collin County Invitational. Today we are at Rock Hill High School in Prosper, Texas. A nice little drive up Coit Road from North Dallas. I'd probably go either to the tollway or to, not the tollway, to 121 before I started heading north though on Coit. It's a lot of traffic lights. Good little drive. Remage fouls one down the right field line. Ball and a strike now. Arms gave up a pair of hits in the first, but no runs as we're scoreless. Just inside, missed him a little bit at the knees. Looked like it might have grazed his knees, but I guess not. Arms quickly back. Oh, right back at him. I think he charged it. Just got his glove up just in time. Could have been shaved by that ball. That'll bring up Pete McCon. McCon had a pretty good day at the plate yesterday, and in the field had a diving catch at a point in the game against Salina that might have, definitely would have tied the game for Salina, might have put them ahead, but his diving catch ended that threat. And the Scots went on to a 3-1 win. Ball one outside. Pete also had a ringing double in the second game. Scots took a while to get the bats going yesterday. Really turned it on against McKinney in the last 3 innings last night. Scoring all 10 of their runs in the last 3 at-bats. There's a drive towards right. Avery camps under it, kneels down and makes the catch. And there's 2 down. That brings up our catcher, Henry Shearer. He played the first game yesterday against Salina. Arms appears to have pretty decent command, not really overpowering stuff. He does have a pair of strikeouts, so he must not be throwing it exactly straight. Two balls and no strikes now to Shearer. Preston Gamster on deck. He'd love to see a bat this inning. Three and 0 now to Shearer. Here's the pitch. And we'll get a called strike on that one. Fly ball into center field. Godfrey over, makes the catch, and that's 3 down. 3 balls put in play. 2 hit really hard, but nothing to show for it for the Scots. We're through an inning and a half, no score. You're watching Highland Park Scots baseball on Game On Sports.
You like lacrosse?
I'll be running the scorebook tomorrow, so I'm excited for that.
So I heard y'all are doing softball too. So is there somebody else doing softball? Like
I'm not sure. I haven't done softball. At least not yet. I don't know.
something different.
But I know we're picking up on
single
something.
camera setups, it's kind of easy. It's harder to find guys like me.
Well, because your hair's so long. It'd be nice to have 2 people so you have someone to talk to, right?
Yeah, I don't think they want to pay for that. Here we go towards the bottom half of the 2nd inning. Ben Bailey still on the mound. The Scots are scoreless. Due up this inning, Marcellus, Bevilacqua, and Avery for the Mustangs. They managed 1 hit in the 1st inning. Just that 1 base runner. Bailey working on the socks. Gotta like the high socks. Everybody's got the high socks. Classic baseball look. Bailey kicks and fires. Ball up high. Again, we don't have the service of a jugs gun. I'm not going to attempt to think about how hard he's throwing. Let's just say pretty hard. Marcellus is the catcher. Swing and a miss. Took a little something off that one. Got a weak swing on it. Exactly what you're looking for. Interesting looking bat Marcellus has a red cap on the end. Ends just around where the sweet spot starts. It's a ball outside. We're 2-2 now. Ground ball towards third. Pryor. Nice little play from Jet Pryor. And there's 1 down. It'll bring up Bevilacqua. He's the 3rd baseman for the Mustangs. Later today, the Scots will play another team of Mustangs as Richardson Pierce comes straight up Coit Road from their home. A ball and no strikes now to Bevilacqua. That's a strike on the outside part of the plate, 1-1. fly ball into short center field. Jurovic wasn't playing deep to begin with because it's not deep out there. Fouled out of play on the first base side. Souvenir for some youngster. Or that old guy that's going to beat the kid to it. Oh, he let her get it. She'll have to throw it back. Won't really be a souvenir. Nobody's going to autograph it anyway. And Bailey kicks and fires the 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Very good, very quick inning. Nice clean sheet for Bailey. Through 2 innings, we are still scoreless. Due up for the Scots. Gamster, then back to the top of the order with Jurovic and True. You're watching Highland Park Scots baseball on GameOn Sports.
I have a YouTube channel, so I just I've done all of Logan's games on Highland Park ever since like freshman year. So it just kind of goes there. So like we have family that are Colorado. YouTube. We watch GameOn.
Usually when I work for GameOn, I'm in the truck.
Oh, really? But you're like, is that kind of weird to be off, because you're off-site? Kind of.
Hey, let's go, Cam. Come on, Cam.
It'd be kind of weird to get used to.
I've done that for a long time.
I think this is more fun, right?
Come on, Cam. Go for it.
You've got to assume everyone's hearing what you're saying. I always
Top
say,
half
if you
of the
don't wanna
third.
hear what I'm saying, you can always mute me.
Preston Gamster. Swing and a drive, and that'll get into left field. Almost like the 2 hits he had last night in the second game. Going between third and short. The third baseman got a little bit of a glove on it, but I'm going to call that one a hit. And Gamster's aboard, bringing Braden Jurovic back up. Jurovic was a strikeout victim his first time. He lays down a bunt, and it's going to go foul. Playing a little small ball here.
Good job, one.
We'll see what happens on this one. Gamster, a short lead at first. Arms, doesn't even look his way. Another bunt attempt right back to the pitcher, but he deadened the ball really well, and that gets Gamster over to second base. So Gamster, one of your team captains. Jurovic, one of your team captains. Now that brings up Jack True. True hit a single his first time up. Right back up the middle. Pitch is outside. Catcher looked to second, but he was the only one thinking about going that way. Gamster easily back. And that'll bring up Ben Bailey, our pitcher. Bailey hit a ball into right field towards the gap, took a big bounce up to right fielder. Would have been a single in my day, but he used his legs and made an easy double out of it. And now with 2 outs, he has a chance to bring in Gamster. Ground ball foul. Nice play. Coach showing him how to do it. And now all the kids are going to have to play with a glove after he just barehanded that. No ball going to strike now to Bailey. Something tells me Coach Yoder's not going to make that same play too many times this year. Line drive at the shortstop. Ponce is all over it. And that'll do it for the Scots in the top half of the 3rd inning. No runs again, scoreless through 2.5 innings. You're watching Highland Park Scots baseball on GameOn Sports. Going out to the bottom half of the 3rd inning in a scoreless game. Ben Bailey on the mound still for the Scots, working on his socks again. Kind of like me wearing my knee braces. I got to adjust them every now and then. He's got to work on his socks. Socks look good. The batter in the box needs to work on his socks. His legs are cattywampus. One sock high, one not quite as high. Bailey kicks and fires, swing and just a pop-up. Gamster coming under it. McCon calls him off. And there's one down in the top half, or the bottom half of the 3rd. That'll bring up Willis, your second baseman for the Mustangs, the bottom of the order. Bailey's allowed only 1 base runner thus far. First time through the lineup. There's a foul ball down the left field line, getting out of play. On top of the protective screen for the throwing and hitting area on the left-hand side. Tyler, remind me to bring a chair or a seat cushion the next time we have to sit in the stands. These are not comfortable. Oh, I think that one went in one belt loop and out the other. Just missed him behind him. Don't know how it didn't hit him. It was caught behind him. Don't know how it was caught even. The next pitch, swing and a miss. One and two now to Willis. Bailey kicks and fires. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That's the 3rd strikeout for Bailey. His first time through the lineup. Got a 3rd of them, and that'll bring up Creel, the left fielder, the leadoff hitter for the Mustangs. His first time up, he grounded out to Jack True at second base. Strike on the inside corner with a fastball. Both pitchers being very economical with their pitches, working fast, not a lot of base runners. Old-fashioned pitcher's duel, swing and a miss. Creel stepping in for the 0-2. Bailey in the windup steps off. And we'll start again. Ground ball towards the hole, and that'll be a base hit into right field for Creel. Only the second hit, second base runner for the Mustangs. Both were 2-out singles. Ponce had one in the first inning. That'll bring up Hudgens, who was a strikeout victim looking his first time. We'll see what Creel does as the leadoff batter, getting on base. As expected, a pretty big lead. Bailey in the stretch, ball up high. Nothing going as far as the base runner on that one. Head coach Chris Burrow giving the signs. Throw over to first from Bailey. Get a called high strike on that one. It'll be 0-2 now to Hudgens. Might see Creel take off on this pitch. Same lead. Not excessive. Bailey kicks and fires. Gonna take one outside. Nope, gonna get a strike call. First pitch at the top of the fourth misses. No, it looks like a called strike. Wow, I'm out of sorts. Jack Curtis, the batter for the Scots, leading off the fourth. Swing and a foul back to the screen. I'd be remiss if I didn't mention the coaching staff of Highland Park. Of course, Travis Yoder, who made the great play last inning with bare hand. He's the head coach. He's coaching third base. Bobby Leidner, Austin Honeycutt, Will Corbett, and Brady Thomas are his assistant coaches. Curtis grounds one to second. Not well played by Willis. We're going to call that one an error. An E4, and that'll put Curtis on to lead off the fourth inning. And that brings up our right fielder, Jack Rich.
She ran into Millie.
It's the first error of the game. Rich was a strikeout victim his first time. Looks at one up high for a ball.
They're okay, but
See what Curtis does as far as getting a lead. He's not getting any special signs. He's getting a very big lead at first. Of course, his steps are a little bigger than most guys. Fly ball in the air to left. I don't think it's going to carry. Creel gets under it, makes the play, and there's one down. The Sachse coaching staff, Chris Burrows, their head coach, Scott Wingo, Ryan Upchurch, and Austin Hatton are their assistants. Batting now is Brimage, who lined out right back to the pitcher's face his first time. Pitcher got his glove back up on it. Would have been a shave if he hadn't. First pitch is a ball. Curtis with a really big lead. He'll throw back. Oh, the throw goes down the right field line. Curtis is easily at second. Let's see if he tries for third. He will. He's on his horse. Here's the throw, and that gets away. First to third on an errant throw from the catcher. Reached on an error, advances 2 bases on an error with 1 out. The Scots now have a man just 90 feet away. Ball and a strike to Trey Brimage. Arms in a little bit of trouble. He was also in trouble in the first and got out of it. Brimage swings through an off-speed pitch. A ball and 2 strikes now. Pete McCann on deck. Just inside. It'll be 2-2. Curtis had an aggressive stance off first, not quite as aggressive coming off of third. Line drive into the gap in left center field. That'll get down. That'll be at least a double. Curtis will walk in easily, and Brimage is on second with a double. An RBI double, and the Scots are on the board. Brings up Pete McCann, who lined out to right his first time. 1-0 Scots now. They break the ice here in the top of the 4th. That was a medium well hit line drive, but in this little ballpark, it was right up against the wall. First pitch, McCann misses up high. That's a pretty wall out there, but it looks like ivy, but it's not. It's looks like it's painted. I'd like to go out there and hit it a couple of times, see what it's really made out of. But it does look like ivy on the wall. 2-0 now to McCann with Brimage off second. They're playing a little bit behind him, both the shortstop and the second baseman. McCann swings and misses. Big hole on either side with the infield playing with Brimage. Ball down in the dirt, 3-1. And that'll be ball 4. Puts another man on base for the Scots, but it also opens up the possibility of the double play with runners on first and second and only 1 out. Coming up next, Shearer, the catcher. He's checking the signs from Coach Yoder. He steps in. McConn's getting a good lead. The first baseman's cheating in, looking for a possible bunt. Third baseman's even with the bag. Shortstop playing behind Brimage. First pitch is a breaking ball and misses inside. Second baseman's a little closer to a true second base position. Not quite as much of a hole on that side. The shortstop is cheating well towards second base and even behind the runner. And now he goes back to short. The next pitch is a strike, 1-1. Shearer hit a line drive to the center fielder his first time up. On deck, Preston Gamster, who had a hard hit single his first time. That's going to be a strike, and look, Brimage takes the base, takes third. I don't know who wasn't paying attention more, the catcher or me. I didn't see him there until he was almost all the way there. The catcher obviously never saw him because he just lobbed the ball back to the pitcher. That puts runners on first and third now. And a 1-ball, 2-strike count on Shearer. Now the catcher's paying a little bit more attention, going to call a little defense. They're calling a defensive play at the chance that Highland Park is going to attempt to steal second now. So they could have a countering defensive play to make the play at the plate if need be. Runner does not go, ball's up high, and it's 2-2. No new signals from the catcher, Coach Yoder. Talking to his runners. And Shearer steps in, 2-2. Swing and a miss, and there's the play at second. The ball gets through, and that's going to be a double steal. It's going to be a strikeout of Shearer and a double steal. McConn steals second, and Brimage will steal home. And you saw the second baseman trying to cut the ball in front of the shortstop. That was the play the catcher had called, but his throw got through the second baseman. The shortstop caught it flat-footed and had no play. That brings up Preston Gamster. Had a hard hit ball his first time, went through the third baseman into left field for a hit. 2-0 now, the Scots lead. Pushing across both runs this inning. Jack Curtis, courtesy of a pair of errors, scores. And now Brimage steals home on the back end of the double steal. Two 2-0 to Gamster now. Gamster has the only home run so far this year for the Scots, and this little ballpark might not hold him if he got a better swing on that one. I'm anticipating a home run or two from the Scots because of the wind and what has to be a little bit smaller of a ballpark for some of these kids playing in high school these days. 300 down the lines, 360 to straightaway center, 345 in the alleys, and the wind blowing out to left. And Gamster fouls another one off. It'll be 2-2 now. Arms steadily dealing for the Mustangs. There is a little activity in the Mustangs bullpen, but he's wearing a pitching shirt, so I can't get his number. The 2-2 to Gamster. with 1 on, 2 out. Well hit to left center field. The center fielder was playing shallow, and that was going to bounce to the wall. That's going to be an RBI double for Gamster, and we're 3-0 Scots in the 4th inning. Gamster takes a protective glove off to get a sliding glove. And that brings us up to the top of the order, and Braden Juravec, who has struck out and laid down a sacrifice bunt, batting here with 2 out and 1 on in the top of the 4th, where the Scots have pushed across 3 runs to take the lead. Arms appears to have run out of gas, much slower pace, having difficulty finding the strike zone. 2 well-hit balls to the left center field wall in this inning, one from Trey Brimage, one from Preston Gamster. I tell you, there's nothing worse than giving up a couple of runs, feeling like you're running out of gas, and having somebody throwing harder than you've ever seen in the bullpen, knowing that you're about to come out. Arms fires. A little bit of gas on that one. Gets the called strike, 2-1. Oh, and Coach Yoder tells the umpire what he thought about that pitch. And Juravec, I don't think he was complaining to the coach about it. 2 balls and a strike. Has to kick a bat weight out of the way. Two and one now as we get back into action. A long break in between pitches there. Gamster takes a lead off a second. That'll be a ball up high, 3-1. According to Coach Yoder, that should have been a walk already. And Arms has slowed the pace of the game down a lot. The 3-1 to Juravec. Outside ball 4. That'll extend the innings for the Scots. And it looks like Arms is done. He's ready to give the ball to the coach before he even gets to the mound. And now they're going to take the ball from him, and that'll be it for Mr. Arms. And we'll find out who's coming in here in a minute. Take a quick break here. You're watching Highland Park Scots baseball on GameOn Sports.
We should. So, I mean, probably ask Kelly. Yeah. I don't know who has them. So, but I'm sure we have a ton. I'm sure they didn't all get passed out. Are we gonna? Because who's doing the tournament next weekend? Because they did a really nice job of like putting all the teams' rosters. It was kind of nice.
That was awesome. My mom is always looking at it. She loves it.
Next year, Highland Park moves to 6A, and they're going to be part of Pierce's district. Oh my God! We'll preview today what that might look like next year. Wow, and they got powder blue jerseys and t-shirts. What do y'all think of that? Uniforms on. I like that look.
The St. Louis Cardinals.
Is it? Okay.
The powder blue, I didn't even recognize our team when I turned.
Ethan Wynn, number 15, will come in, take over the pitching duty for the Sachse Mustangs. A little break in the action here. The Richardson Pierce Mustangs walking up in their baby blues, powder blues with the red stitching and the red hats.
But all the jerseys were all powder.
Okay.
Those blue.
Where's she at? Oh, yeah.
But they, yeah.
Tina Stribling over here trying to find out how hard this pitcher's throwing. Yell it out when you hear one, when you see one. Bobby Leitner runs back over to coach first base. And Jack True stepped into the batter's box. Ethan Wynn on the mound. We're ready to get back to baseball here on a relatively nice, although overcast, Friday afternoon in Prosper, Texas. Wynn inherits a pair of runners and 2 outs. First pitch hits True, and True awkwardly runs down to first, excited but awkward. He's not going to rub it. Don't just rub some dirt on it. And that extends the inning even more for the thing. But that'll load the bases. We've batted all the way around. Here's Ben Bailey, the pitcher. He's had a long time to sit down. Bases loaded and 2 outs. Bailey has a double and a line out to shortstop, to his credit, against Arms. Two of the 3 runners on belong to Arms. True over at first belongs to Wynn, who's thrown 1 pitch and hit a batter. His second pitch is down in the dirt. Bailey steps in ready, looking to do some damage. The wind's starting to pick back up again. A little bit of sunshine breaking through. He looks at a breaking ball for a strike. 1-1 or 2-1 is the count. Scoreboard says 1-1. I possibly think it's 2-1. Ground ball towards the hole, but fielded by Ponce, who flips to Willis, and that'll do it. So they score 3, they make 3 outs, and they leave 3 on the bases. 3's all around, 3-0 Scots after 3.5 innings. You're watching Highland Park Scots baseball on GameOn Sports.
I don't think any changes will be made with Bill. We'll still have Bailey pitching. Let's see the game changer what his pitch count is. Might give it away now. Sorry. Not sorry.
Tyler, she has a whole lot less gear.
Boom.
But
I don't have the $10,000 camera. I think his tripod's probably worth more than all my stuff together.
No, there's tripods.
I mean, we're also running.
But here's my zero. Your guys is a lot more. So.
And he's more than zero. Bottom half of the fourth inning now. Ben Bailey still on the mound. Had a long wait in between pitches for him as the Scots pushed across 3 runs in the top half of the inning to take a 3-0 lead. Due up this inning for the Mustangs, Ponce, Harper, and Marcellus. Ponce had a hit in the first inning with 2 outs, his only at bat. Bailey does his thing with the sachse, and now he's ready to climb the mountain. Ponce's feet all the way at the back of the batter's box. Kind of hard to dig in on these artificial turfs. First pitch from Bailey gets the corner for the strike, 1-0. Tyler Presley and I braving the elements here for everybody. Swinging a ground ball to second, true. Nice and easy play, 1 down. Kind of a sparse crowd. We had a lot more people at the ball games yesterday. Friday afternoon, I would expect a bigger crowd for the second game. Bailey now delivering to Harper. It's either Harper Howard or Howard Harper. Let me confirm. They're both first names and they're both last names. Swing and a foul ball. It'll be 1-1 now. I think it's Harper Howard, the first baseman. Ball and a strike to him now. Bailey kicks and fires. Ground ball right back to Bailey, knocks it down and makes the play to first. 2 down. Bailey played like a hockey goalie, knocking it down, picking it up, getting rid of it. And that will bring up Marcellus, the catcher for the Mustangs, with 2 down. Bailey has only allowed 2 singles thus far through 3 2/3. Called strike on a breaking ball there. Marcellus grounded out to third his first time. Fly ball to right. Rich almost had him played perfectly. Moves just a step or 2 and makes the play. A good clean sheet for Ben Bailey. A good shutdown inning after putting 3 on the board for the Scots. And through 4 innings, it is 3-0 Highland Park. You're watching Highland Park Scots baseball on GameOn Sports. And we're ready to go in the top half of the 5th inning. Jack Curtis will lead it off. Curtis reached on an error his last time up and advanced all the way from first to third on a throwing error by the catcher, and then came around to score the first run of the game. He popped out in his previous at bat. This will be his first chance to face Wynn. First pitch, a high strike call. Curtis does have a little bit larger strike zone than most of the guys out here, but that was a little high. The next pitch had a little giddy up on that one, but it didn't find the strike zone. Ball and a strike now, Curtis. Ooh, that hit something. It must have been bat because Curtis is upset. That'll be a 1 ball and 2 strikes now. Win, as a lot of relievers do. Curtis swings at a ball he had no business swinging at, and that's going to be a strikeout. 1 down here in the 5th. That'll bring up Jack Rich. A lot of Jacks in the lineup. True, Curtis, Rich. Rich has struck out and flied to left in his previous at-bats. Takes a breaking ball for a strike. Tina Stribling did not like that call.
I did not.
Swinging a foul ball down the right field side. Did not get out of play. Wynn brought it back. And Harper makes the play. That'll be 2 down. That brings up Trey Brimage. Hit a ball pretty well to left center field. Short hop the wall for an RBI double his last time up, which brought in the first run of the game. He himself scored later. Brimage stole home after also stealing third. There's a ground ball to short. Ponce. And an easy play over the first. Ponce, a UTS. Clean sheet, clean inning for Ethan Wynn. 3 up and 3 down. And we'll go to the bottom half of the 5th inning now with the score 3-0. The Highland Park Scots lead. You're watching Scots baseball on GameOn Sports.
Well, it wasn't live view, but I had the white thing.
She was looking at it, came back. And then I think she decided to get a ring and
I
stuff.
looked at that and it's like a monthly versus subscription.
So yeah.
It works pretty well. I mean, you guys have the same connectivity
From the
problems.
group, she's pretty sure. And the oldest and the older girl.
That's
She profits from that a lot.
Bottom half of the 5th inning. Bailey's done his thing with the Sox, and he's ready to go. Bevilacqua, the third baseman, steps in for the Mustangs. Line drive, and it gets through Preston Gamez. I think Gamster, I think he thought he was going to make the play. I thought he was going to make the play. I'm going to call that one an error. And an error on me for getting the wrong name right off the bat. That's the first error of the day for the Scots. There have been a couple for the Mustangs. Brings up Avery, the right fielder. He puts one in the air, foul to our right. Bailey's not been overpowering. Only a pair of strikeouts, but he's also only given up a pair of hits. Still throwing pretty hard here in the fifth inning. Missed a little low with that one. Ball and a strike now to Avery. Not a very big lead at first. Bailey will look at him anyway, and now he stretches it. Still not much of a lead. Breaking ball for a strike. They throw down to first anyway. Shearer thought he might catch him leaning the wrong way. But Bevilacqua gets back. Avery was one of 3 strikeout victims the first time he came up. Bailey struck out 3 his first time through the lineup, but has not struck out another batter since. Still working with those 3, but he's got 2 strikes here on Avery. Center fielder Godfrey's on deck. Swing and a miss, and there's that strikeout we were looking for. His 4th of the day for Bailey. That's 1 down. And that brings up the center fielder Godfrey, who flied out to left his first time. Double play in effect. True's cheating a little towards second base. Gamster looks pretty close to regular shortstop position, maybe a step closer to second. Bailey from the stretch. Still not much of a lead at first. He takes a good secondary lead. Maybe that's why Shearer thought he could throw behind him. Bevilacqua not much of a lead to begin with. His secondary, though, he does get a couple of decent steps off the bag. From the stretch, Bailey, fastball on the corner for the strike. 0-2 now to Godfrey. Throw over to first. Got to keep him honest. He gets back pretty easily. Bailey right back up on the mound, ready to kick and fire. From the stretch, here's fastballs lifted into center. Jurevec with the easy play, and that'll be 2 down. That brings up the second baseman, Willis. He's the bottom of the order for the Mustangs. He was a strikeout victim his first time, and this is the completion of 2 times through the order for Bailey as we're ending up the 5th inning. Bevilacqua again, short lead. On the outside corner for a strike. Oh, and 2 on the breaking ball there. Oh, and 2 now. Bailey trying to shut it down to end the 5th. Bevilacqua a little bit more of a lead now. a big secondary. Breaking ball outside. Try to get him fishing, but he won't go. The 1-2 and Bailey steps off. A lot of barking going on from the dugout. Trying to get Bailey to settle it down in this minor threat in the 5th inning. Bailey kicks and fires, swing and a miss, and that does it. 2 strikeouts in the inning, 5 on the day for Bailey. We're through 5 innings. Ben Bailey pitching a really good ball game, 2 hits so far, and it is 3-0. The Highland Park Scots lead. You're watching Highland Park Scots baseball on GameOn Sports.
At least it's AC.
Now white. The only good news is we don't have water.
That's good. That's good. Oh my goodness.
You're just breathing the toxins.
You can't make it up. You cannot make it up. And it's so weird.
Oh, I know. I know. It's like,
So
you think they could have like made it the other way, right? Yeah. Why?
they've got all this open prairie land. So funny. The parking lot.
Let's put the seating as far as you can. But it is pretty.
It is. It's a really nice thing.
But it's more pretty if it's
You make it a little more accessible.
yeah.
And the stands are designed funny too. Anyway.
For a new school, you think they do it right. What I don't understand is they don't cover it.
Oh, yeah. Top of the 6th inning now. Pete McCann leading off for the Highland Park Scots, who are leading 3-0. They scored 3 times in the 4th to take this lead. They batted around that inning. And then 1-2-3 last inning. Ground ball to short, punts. Fields. Nice smooth play from the UTSA signee. And there's one down. He's handled the last 2 ground balls. Brings up Henry Shearer, our catcher. He's lined to center and struck out in his 2 at-bats. Wynn with the curveball. Gonna give that one a strike call.
Might have seen a couple of them. I've been there for 7 years. You might have one.
Tries another breaking ball. Found a little piece of the plate somewhere with it. I thought it was outside, but umpire says it caught some plate. So it's 0-2 to Shearer. Comes back with a fastball, swing and a miss. And that's a quick 2 outs for the Scots. That brings up Preston Gamster, who has a single and a double and an RBI today. He's not scored a run. He did knock one in. One of the pair of RBI doubles the Scots had back in the 4th inning into the left center field gap. Win again with a curveball. That will look better. And it's a strike. Gamster, the senior shortstop. Another breaking ball, just misses inside. Ball and a strike. Fastball and a big cut from Gamster. Swings through it. 1-2. As soon as this game with the Mustangs is over, there's another game with the other Mustangs coming right up. Ground ball towards short. Ponce again. Gamster grounds out to his counterpart at shortstop. 3 up and 3 down. We're through 5.5 innings now, with the score of the Highland Park Scots leading 3-0. We'll come back for the bottom of the 6th in just a moment. You're watching Highland Park Scots baseball on GameOn Sports.
Jake Pryor at third. For outfield, we have Braden center, Rich right. Varsity played, we were part of the hailstorm. So
Playing rough on
it was on icy cold. Oh my goodness. But that's what I remember from I knew here there had been a hailstorm because running to the parking lot to try to
Yeah, no rules right now.
golf ball size.
I had some stuff to do because I was going to be on afterwards.
Not a good one.
Messing around.
Ben Bailey's going to work on his socks, and then we're going to get ready for the bottom half of the 6th inning here. Bailey has thrown a really good ball game thus far. Through 5 innings, he has 5 strikeouts. He's gone completely through their lineup twice. He's only allowed 2 hits, and there was an error for their 3 base runners. Creel, the left fielder, will lead off. He has 1 of their 2 hits, a single his last time up. Ground ball to True, makes the play easily. And there's 1 down. 1 pitch, 1 out, bottom of the 6th. I'm Rob Davis for GameOn Sports with cameraman Tyler Presley. Catch us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. You might have to search to find us, but we're there. Ben Bailey now, pitching to Hudgens. Looked like a check swing. Was that a foul ball or just a bouncing ball in a check swing? Waiting for... I think we're going to get it as a ball. A ball. Nope. No, we're going to get the strike. Bailey kicks and fires. That's going to be a strike. Hudgens is the DH for the Mustangs. Swing and a miss. That's 2 down. 6 strikeouts now for Bailey. And that brings up Ponce, the shortstop for the Mustangs. Once again, he is all the way into the back of the box. That gives him a extra split second for a fastball, but also makes him susceptible to breaking balls. First pitch was a breaking ball for a strike. Bailey looking for another clean sheet. Kicks and fires. Misses down low with a fastball. Ball and a strike now. Umpire had to do his own work and go get that ball. Bobby Leidner feigned out that way, but didn't go all the way to the ball. The 1-1. Ground ball towards the hole. True makes the play. Can he make the throw? Yes! Nice play by Jack True. Jack True was true on that one. To end the bottom half of the 6th inning, we go to the 7th with the Scots leading 3-0. This is Highland Park Scots baseball on Game On Sports.
I don't know if it was one box and had money or stuff in it, or if it was right in the box and I don't know if it was any of that stuff that were senior stuff. I don't know. It just says, yeah, I found random keepsake stuff.
Going to the top of the 7th inning now, with the Scots with a 3-0 lead. Coming up for the Scots, the top of the order, Braden Jurovic. Oh, his practice swing came out of his hand, and he almost crowned Rodney True with it. Thankfully, he didn't. Ethan Wynn on the mound still for the Mustangs, working in his 3rd inning. He's been through 2 1/3 so far. Had a clean sheet each of the last 2 innings. His first pitch hit a batter. He's been good since then, getting 7 outs among the 8 batters faced. First pitch is fouled back. Jurovic has struck out, had a sacrifice bunt, and a walk. Swing and a miss. Braden is signed to play baseball at the University of Chicago. And unlike Paris Junior College, where Preston Gamster signed to play, Chicago is actually in Illinois. Paris is still in Texas. There is an Eiffel Tower there, though. I think they call it the Eiffel Tower. And that is a questionable called 3rd strike for Jurovic. 1 down in the 7th. Brings up Jack True, who made a fantastic play, ranging far to his left to end the bottom of the 6th inning. Ground ball back through the middle, and that gets through for another hit. 2 hits for True today. Carbon copies, ground balls through the middle. Going to bring up our pitcher today, Ben Bailey. He doubled his first time, lined out, and hit into a fielder's choice to end the 4th inning when all the bases were loaded. The hit from True ended 8 in a row.
Let's go, baby. Hey, help yourself out.
For Wynn. Wynn had hit True, and now True has a hit off of him. Every other batter facing Wynn has made an out. Bailey has thrown an excellent game today. Really clean sheet, only 2 hits. Curveball way up high. 2-0 now to Bailey.
Hey, your count here, babe. Say 5. Let's go, Bailey.
Jack Curtis stands on deck. Seeing as how we're in the 7th inning, the pitch way outside. I might as well mention again, I was anticipating a home run that way, so when they hit one this inning, I can say I told. Still 3-0. All 3 runs scored in the 4th by the Scots. And True on first was their first base runner since that time, and now they have a pair with the walk to Bailey. That'll bring up Jack Curtis. 2 on and 1 out. Curtis today popped out and then had a comedy of as he reached on an error and advanced from first to third on a pair of errors. We get the courtesy runner, special pinch runner at first base for Ben Bailey. Oh, and now Curtis stands in front of a ball for the 2nd day in a row, puts a dent in it, and now the bases are loaded for Jack Rich, our special pinch runner that I was mentioning just as the pitch was delivered to Curtis is Adam Rourke. First time he's played this weekend. Jack Rich, the batter, he has struck out, flied out, and popped out. The bases are now loaded with 1 out in the top of the 7th. Still 3-0. Rich looking to add to that number. Win with a curveball way outside. No action that I can see in the bullpen for the Mustangs. Swing and a miss at the fastball. Wind has died down a little bit. There's a hint of sun coming out. It's not a bad afternoon. And anytime you're at a ballpark watching a baseball game, it's got to be better than doing work. Bases loaded, 1 out. Rich. And they got a balk. I think the pitcher did not hesitate in his motion. Therefore, we have a bases loaded balk. No RBI, no pitch. Still 0-1 to Rich. But a run is in. True scores from third. Bailey advances to third and Curtis to second on the balk. Or 1 ball and 1 strike now, they say, to Rich. Get a called strike on the outside corner. 1-2. Swing and a miss at a breaking ball outside, and that's going to be 2 down, 2 strikeouts in the inning. Runners still second and third. That brings up Trey Brimage. Brimage had a big double in the inning in which they scored the 3 runs. His double brought in the first run. He's also lined out and grounded out. He has scored a run. His steal of home, the back end of a double steal. Ball 1 to him. Curtis getting a sizable lead. Ball outside. Bailey, I'm sorry, Bailey, the special pinch runner. Not very aggressive. Curtis getting aggressive, and they're not toying with him behind him. That ball's way up high. 3-0 now to Brimage. Curtis cheering on Brimage from second base. The 3-0 count And he takes ball 4 up high. Bases are loaded again for Pete McCann. McCann has a line out, a walk, a run scored, and a ground out to short. It's 4-0 Scots, batting in the top of the.
Let's go, Pete.
Bring him in now.
Called strike on that one. 0-2 now to McCann.
Pete, leave him out there. Let's go.
Hey, let's go, Peter. Forward, Trey.
Ball way outside. This time, Curtis is trying to get them to throw to second base. Just not biting. Rourke not getting much of a lead from third. Curtis will be right on top of him if the ball gets hit in the outfield. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That'll. One run scored. The Scots leave the bases loaded. The Scots lead 4-0. You're watching Highland Park Scots baseball on GameOn Sports.
Shut out. On salt, right?
I had a hard time seeing what the second game last night. Yeah,
Also,
those
live.
LED white.
Can't trust this one.
No.
That's done as a kid.
Are you allergic?
No, thankfully, but
It was-
I can't trust them.
It was so
hurt.
traumatic. You remember it.
Oh, I
Nobody. Quit.
So I mean, at least for a reaction, that's probably the. I mean, it's horrible still, but still, at least it wasn't like anaphylactic type of.
The 7th inning, Ben Bailey on the mound getting a chance to finish off this gem. He's allowed only 2 hits and he's struck out 6 batters through the first 6 innings. A quick recount of my K's in the book. He's been very economical with his pitches. Check swing and going to call that one a ball. Bailey kicks and fires, ready to work fast. That's going to be a little on the low side of the strike zone, 1-1.
That was long before Joe, before the boys moved it.
Working fast, breaking ball inside for the strike. Got a lot of the plate caught just off the knees of the batter coming around. Line drive into center field, and that's going to be a hit. Only the 3rd hit of the day off Bailey.
Roll it up.
That was Howard Harper with the hit, and now that brings up Marcellus, the catcher, who has grounded out and flied out. And now we're going to get a pinch runner at first. Caden Ward, the pinch runner. Bailey from the stretch, kicks and fires, fastball for a strike. Still throwing hard here in the 7th. Fly ball into right, Rich over, makes the play. And that's one down in the 7th. That'll bring up the third baseman, Bevilacqua. One on and one out. Chance to turn 2 here and get out of here. Bevilacqua has flied out and reached on the only error. Ball that got past Preston Gamster. Pitch inside for a ball. Not saying it's been a bad strike zone from the umpire, but some of those balls inside and out have been called strikes, and they look not like that. No question on that. We're down to the dirt. 2-0 now. Nice little setting here at Rock Hill. Ground ball to short. Gamster to True. See if he can turn it over. Back to first. Game-ending double play for the Scots. That is a very well-pitched game by Ben Bailey. And the Scots win this one 4-0. My stats are unofficial, but of course the winning pitcher is Ben Bailey. He struck out 6 batters, gave up only 3 hits in the game. The losing pitcher was the starter for the Mustangs. And I have forgotten his name already. Final score 4-0 for the Scots. They're now 3-2 on the season. Come on out for the next game of the Collin County Invitational. We'll get that one started here in about 30 minutes. I'm Rob on the GameOn Sports production staff and crew. Thank you for watching Highland Park Scots baseball on GameOn Sports.